Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beer and Friendship Show with your hosts, John Clouser and Aaron Naylor.
Alright guys, hey, what is up? So, this is John and my buddy Brad. Say hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, man. So, we're here doing a podcast of doing a podcast.
Of not doing a podcast.
Of not doing a podcast. So, let me give you a little update. So, I just recently bought a bunch of sound equipment and new software, and so I'm trying to figure out the new software, and I thought I was going to be able to know it enough and just be able to wing it and do a podcast with Brad tonight. But what we're doing is we're doing a one off my phone with just this little microphone, which is perfect. I guess that's another reason why I bought it. So it's a NFL Week 2 podcast where we're going to just talking about sports again, probably more history, more crazy mafia people that ran football teams.
It'll happen. Yeah, they'll get you.
So I guess we'll just go right into it, and then I'm going to try to mess around and try to figure out this audio stuff.
It doesn't look like they're talking about this same program, because he's doing stuff and it's not doing anything.
It's not doing. It's like we get the levels, so it's like I have it here. We have it. We got it working. And so now it's just getting it to respond. And so, okay, I just want to make sure that it's still recording. But, so Brad, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I've been just trying to figure out this software system. It's been a busy day. How was your day? What did you do today?
I worked today.
You worked?
Yeah. Watched some football while I was there. Yeah.
Nice.
It was good.
Some college football?
Heck yeah.
Was there any games that were surprising?
Yeah, LSU lost, actually.
Again?
To Louisville. Yeah. No, Florida State.
Florida State,
lost
yeah.
to Louisville.
LSU lost to...
They better not, yeah. Yeah, no, Florida State, I couldn't believe that they lost. Man.
Right?
They were a favorite for the championship game. Guess not.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, a lot of good games on today. Ohio State beat the crap out of somebody.
You pick whatever channel you're looking for.
Ohio State what?
Ohio State beat the crap out of another little team, and Miami beat the crap out of another little team. So seems like all the big boys are winning games today.
Except Florida State.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't trust one of these YouTube guys unless they're British. So
Right. Yeah, neither do I.
that first guy was good.
First guy was... Yeah, he was good. He got us to all the audio.
But yeah, past that, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know anything. Okay, so like the thing is, like we're talking and we can get the audio levels. It's just getting us to be recording.
No? Maybe that was it? You have to turn the speaker on? That'd be really funny if that was it.
God damn it! No, it can't be that. It can't be that easy. So testing.
Let's try this.
Testing 1 2. No.
No audio.
I just don't feel like it's recording.
Right.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey, we're talking.
Is this going anywhere?
Going
No.
anywhere? Testing. Going anywhere?
Anyone?
Anyone? No.
Ooh.
Oh man. So, tomorrow's Sunday. So it's
Right.
going to be week 2 of the NFL.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah. You excited?
Oh hell yeah, I'm excited. I'm always excited for football. So, some of the week 2 matchups are going to be. Do you know any of them? I know.
Well, Chiefs and Houston.
Chiefs and Houston. So
That's gonna be good.
do you think it's gonna be a pretty good game, or?
Yeah, I think both teams are pretty even with decent offenses and really good defenses. It's we're not even using.
Yeah, I
those
don't.
mics,
No,
are we?
not right
No.
now. It's kind of pointless to have
Yeah.
it on. I'm gonna have to deal with this by myself because I can't talk and be able to do this. It's not. I can't do both at the same
Too
time.
much.
And I have to listen to the guy, and there'd be no point. Then we'd be listening to him, and it'd be like us listening to him record us listening to him.
As we're not recording.
Exactly.
But we kind of are.
But we kind of are recording. So, so both teams are matched up pretty well.
Yeah, I think it should be a fun game. Chiefs won twice last year, but Houston and J.J. Watt are just so good. Whitney Merciless, their defense is awesome.
Is what's his nuts playing tomorrow for Houston? Watts?
Yeah,
He's going to play.
There. Yeah,
he's not injured any longer.
I think he's still partly injured, but they say he's going to play and he's going to kick some ass. So
Actually,
I'm scared of him for sure.
Right. And then what about the Chiefs? I know Charles isn't. There's a good
he's
chance
out.
that Charles is out. They
already declared him.
Declared him out. So,
but they had a good week last week on offense without him. 33 points. So
is it Watt or Watts?
Watt, I think. Yeah, J.J. Watt. Let's say Watt and lingerie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Google? God damn.
So, was not listed on the matchup on Friday. Okay, let's look at this. Let me look up. Will. Is it Jason?
JJ. I don't know his real first name.
Is it JJ? See, I don't want play tomorrow.
There's one. Downgraded to limited. I'll probably say it.
He didn't practice. Started. No back problems.
Looks like he'll be in.
Yep.
Bastard.
All right. So you got to watch out for him.
Right.
But you don't have to watch out for what's the guy from? Was it South Carolina? Has he even played a game?
Oh,
for you?
Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah, has he even played a game for you guys? I mean, for them?
No, I mean, I think he started this year, so he's played to one. They said he was a beast in week one, so we'll see.
Because, I thought, what did they say? That he wasn't gonna. He kind of was a bust.
Yeah, he didn't do shit last year, but but they said at least week one he was really solid. They had 5 sacks as a team, I think.
Okay, that's not
pretty
terrible.
good. It was all bad. Different guys, but Houston's gonna be tough for sure. But I like the Chiefs' chances of going in there winning a away game.
So, what is your opinions on? Do you have any concern that Charles is another game that he's not going to be playing?
No, he's a veteran that can jump right into anything.
Okay.
The extra rest might actually help him be better later in the season when he usually struggles a little bit.
Right.
Because he's just works hard, so hard in games. He gets hurt so easily.
Yeah.
He's always banged up. So if we can keep him healthier later on this season, then it could be huge in the playoffs.
Right. God damn, what was I going to say?
Right. Are you excited for the Rams? Rams should be pretty good. Jared Goff is at least starting. He hit puberty.
No, actually, he's going to be the second. He's going to be he's going to be on the roster as the backup.
Okay.
He's not going to.
That's better, at least. Just put the pads on, kid.
Well, I guess
he doesn't necessarily have to play this year either. It'd probably be better if he didn't and just studied the playbook and didn't get put in a bad situation.
Yeah, because we were talking about that the other day about how it's kind of ridiculous how it was weird to see a rookie start.
Yeah, for any position back in the day. 90s?
Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was normal for them. They're going to be good. And, once they sit that year out, and they everyone knew that. Yeah, it's normal.
It was almost like a redshirt year in college.
Yeah,
they just don't really play you, but you're just training and practice.
Exactly. You'll come in if they're winning like crazy amount
or injuries or something.
But you're not going to ever play at all.
No,
at all.
They were scared of playing rookies. Seemed like
yeah.
But kids coming out today are ready.
Yeah, and that's is that what it is? You think is it that they think that they're just ready?
Yeah, it seems like with the way people are coming out of college, so stronger now than they used to be. Maybe then they're more physically prepared than they were back then. I think
this damn cat.
Right, that's what you get for putting a box like next to a cat, though. She's gonna climb in there. Cats don't abide by the laws of physics. She can fit in there.
Cats are one of the weirdest animals.
The size of an ironing board. She thinks she can fit through it.
What are you trying to accomplish by trying to walk through that box?
Show you guys.
I'm gonna show what's up. What's up? But
like he should sit out though. That's what happened with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. He sat behind Brett Favre for like 3 seasons, and then he look at him. He came out totally ready, mentally prepared, like knew the offense when he was a starter.
Right.
Yeah, and Alex Smith struggled for first 5 seasons because he never had that time to learn and grow on his own. He just got thrown as a starter his rookie year.
Yeah, he was just because he was number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, so they were just like, here, save the franchise. Thanks. Jerry Rice retired, by the way. We're bad.
I love how I feel so bad for him still about how things ended with him and.
Yeah, because he gets hurt as he's playing really well.
Yeah.
Took him to the NFC Championship game the year before.
And he's like, whoa, sorry.
Yeah, he gets replaced by
Kaepernick. And then look how that worked out for them.
He's the most expensive backup quarterback I've ever seen.
But I wonder how I don't think Alex Smith and Chip Kelly would have worked.
No, that wouldn't have been very good. He fits Andy Reid's system.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid always likes the quarterbacks that can be a little bit mobile, but he'd be accurate with short throws and then hit some bombs. Like Donovan McNabb was always good for him.
Right. And always kind of like that quarterback with a chip on his shoulder. I kind of feel like Alex Smith has that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, because he didn't do so well at first, and everybody doubted him. And when he started doing well with San Francisco, people still didn't really believe in him. They said in spite of him.
Yeah. So now he comes to Kansas City, and I think his whole thing is to try to prove himself. But the only thing is he's still consistently, he won't lose you games, but he won't really get you there either.
Until this week 1 game.
Right, the week 1 game, yeah.
He ran in for the winning touchdown, oh man, he killed it. That was the first time where he was the reason that we were doing so well.
Exactly.
Yeah. He kind of showed up
there. I think maybe, and that's coming with maturity.
Yeah,
with
he's
him.
34, 35 now.
And now he kind of feels like he can take the reins.
Yeah.
And that could be it too. There's other energies in the room. There's other energies on the team that try to be the alpha.
Right.
So he just doesn't feel like it was ever necessary for him to.
Yeah. But now, he's getting a chance to be the dog.
Right, yeah.
He is doing it out there, and I think he could be a good reason that we go through the playoffs this year.
Yeah, definitely. And even a lot of other people, even Vegas, look at the Chiefs as they're going to win the game.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they look at them actually as a solid team this year. Because, they on an 11-game winning streak.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, continuing it, and so they're a real team, and Kansas City Chiefs are a real team nowadays.
That was a win against the Broncos in the middle of that too, who won the Super Bowl. So, and we should have beat the Broncos at home.
Yeah,
we fumbled it away.
Yeah.
The team last year was on the verge of taking a step, and this year they look even better.
It's just that it's the same thing with the Royals. It's just that they never felt like they never had confidence in themselves, and it took them forever to finally get that confidence.
Yeah, once you get that though, you can get on such a winning streak once the guys all buy into the system and believe. Right. It's weird because you can have the exact same talent and abilities, but then do so much better. 180-degree turn on
Turn.
last season.
So how do you feel about like the wide receivers?
I thought the receivers were really good. This is the first year you'd see Alex Smith do the back shoulder throw, where he kind of had the receiver just make a play on the ball instead of throwing it to a specific route.
Right.
And, I mean, the receivers all were making catches that 2 years ago they wouldn't have done.
Right.
They all spent the summer together at Jeremy Macklin's house training.
Oh, really?
So they didn't even have a ball for most of training, so it was just on footwork and timing.
Really?
So they all look on point, and Smith looks confident with them now too, because he can make throws that maybe he wouldn't have before. He was too scared to. Now he just says, "Make a play. I'll put it out there for you."
Right.
So the receivers all looked pretty solid.
Okay.
We had like 2 drops the whole game, and they were super
'cause you
early
guys
on.
did like stat wise, you guys did really good last game.
Yeah, 33 points, over 400 yards, and a lot of it was
So first downs 26, and then like what is it? Total yards, total offense 413.
Yeah, made 2 fourth down conversions to keep drives going late in the game too.
Right.
And those were really clutch plays.
And then Alex Smith, of course, hit 363 yards. Like, it's kind of hard to lose a game when your quarter. Even granted, you did overtime. There was overtime, but like it's kind of hard to lose a game when your quarterback is throwing up 300.
And completion percentage over 70%.
Holy shit! Yeah, he did get 70%. Holy fuck! Yeah, 71 basically if you want to round up. And his 70.8.
His interception was when a dude ripped it out of Macklin's hands midair and made a sick play on the ball.
So it was an athletic
awesome.
grab. Okay.
And so Macklin had it in his hands, and the dude, while they were up there, grabbed it and fell to the ground and stole it. So
this is rushing yards. You guys rushing not so much. Only 11 attempts for 70 yards was most was for where. Yeah. Which is, I can understand, pretty normal.
A 6-yard average for him per carry.
Yeah.
But it was mostly passing. Really.
Got touchdowns though, so that's all that matters is getting touchdowns. It doesn't. You could score 10. You could run 10 yards, but that 10 yards leads you to a touchdown. Then that's more important.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and you both of them, like Alex Smith scored a touchdown too. That's the one that won the game.
Right.
Receiver wise, so
the running back was actually the best receiver too.
Yeah. With 129 yards.
Right.
And average 18.4 a yard per carry, which is pretty good. And then who was your next? Who's supposed to be?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce, which when they finally sync up, I just feel like they haven't synced up yet. Alex Smith and Kelce, because I think Kelsey's kind of coming into his own this season.
I think he really is.
He will come into his year if he just fucking keeps his head on straight and not do that goddamn reality show shit.
He's got good hands, and now probably some fine lady sitting next to him.
Oh, of course. I would at least hope so.
Whoever caught Kelce. Probably trash.
Just
I might watch half an episode just to see what Kelsey's like, but I mean, it's just The Bachelor with the football player.
That's all it is.
They think guys are actually going to watch that? Well, let's get a football player. They'll care.
Yeah. They'll care. But so he's supposed to be your guys' big guy because he can block as well as catch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who's your guys' Macklin is your guys' biggest
He's our
one.
number one receiver.
So he got 63 yards. Not bad. He got 13 yards if you want to round up. He got a touchdown. The thing is, he got a touchdown.
He was big in the red zone.
Exactly. So that's all that really matters is if you get a touchdown. I would think.
Right.
So
really, the entire offense just ran through Ware. He had 199 yards of total offense. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if it wasn't for him, this game could have been really different.
Right. And Ware is
he's a running back.
I know he's a running back, but where's he? He's from Cincinnati. Oh, LSU. He went to LSU.
Third-year player at LSU.
Okay.
He's younger than us. Damn it.
Damn, 24. I don't remember him. 230 pounds?
Yeah, he's a big running back.
Holy fuck.
Dude's a beast.
5'10", though. He's 5'10". That's the reason why.
Yeah. Oh, man. He's awesome.
So, and then...
He's fast, too.
First year was with the Seattle, and then he got traded to us.
Yeah. We picked up 3 or 4 guys off Seattle's team whenever they had too many that were good.
Right.
And so they had to start dropping guys that were new just because they had a Super Bowl winning team. They didn't need anybody.
Right.
So we got him and one of our safeties from Seattle's kind of scrap pile, and they're both all-stars for us now.
Okay. Solid. Okay.
Sometimes you can find some killer guys right after training camp from a good team.
And then defensive-wise,
D. Ford had a sack.
yeah.
He was a first-round pick from a couple years ago. We need him to keep doing that. He was pretty solid in college.
And you guys didn't even have everyone back. Houston doesn't.
Yeah,
Houston didn't play.
He's our all-star.
Yeah.
Tamba Ali just plays third downs. That's it. He's got knee problems. So
He's just old.
Yeah.
He's older now. He's
yeah,
just old.
he's
Just old.
He probably lied on his birth certificate. He's actually like 52.
Well, he looks old as shit.
He does. He's supposedly only like 32, but
yeah, isn't he? Yeah, something like that.
dude looks like ready to retire from a regular job.
Let's see. Let me look at the roster. Let's get to the roster.
Yeah.
Let's get. What number is he?
92. Oh, that's my last name. There it is. 1983. So he's 32.
Yeah. 11th. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's just tired. He's been playing football for so
For
many
11
years now.
seasons. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
So you went to Penn State. Okay.
Right?
All right. 6'3". He's a big guy.
Yeah, in his heyday, he was awesome.
Oh right. He's
Still good.
It's just that
But-
now he's just like a third guy, yeah, because he's just going to bring pressure. You're just going to bring him on the edge every time.
Just on pass rush situations. He can't really cover anybody.
Nope, not anymore. He can't go side to side either. He can only go downhill.
It's his bad hip.
my hip.
He broke it back in the big war.
So, got that. So yeah, you guys did pretty good this is pretty good. You won. You came back from a massive deficit.
Yeah, probably should have lost
That
game.
first half was awful. How did you feel?
I was pretty pissed. Yeah.
That first half?
First half sucked.
You guys had just a field goal, just 3 points, and that was it?
21-3. We scored first, and then they scored 3 straight touchdowns. It was awful.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's like this is gonna be a great season.
At home, too. It was a home opener and everything. Man, the crowd
Right.
was quiet. And even in the fourth quarter, we still hadn't come back yet. The stadium was like half empty. It was bad.
People already
'Cause we were
left.
still down by 10 with like 7 or 8 minutes left.
Right. And what happened? What happened at the end that caused just a quick touchdown, and then
Yeah, they were able to get a field goal on that drive in the middle of the fourth quarter. Then they kicked it off. San Diego went 3 and out and had a shitty punt out of bounds to their own 40-yard line. So we only had 40 yards to go for a touchdown.
Oh shit!
And we marched down in like 2 minutes,
Right.
scored. Then they had the ball back one more time, but they just had to run out the clock
And, yeah.
because they couldn't score. And so that's when it went to OT. But yeah, Macklin made 2 huge catches in the fourth quarter. That one he almost got a concussion on, and the other he got a touchdown. But dude was really big late.
That
in the
was
game.
he was one of the great. That was such a great snaps that we got from.
Man, just out of free agency too. We
Right.
didn't even have to trade anything.
I know. And what's his nuts? Wasn't that during the time when that was when Kelly was getting rid of everyone?
Yeah, right. He was just cutting anybody with talent on the field.
Which I understand what he was trying to do, but then he led them to like 6-4, 6-4 seasons, which isn't the greatest, but yet again, you're Philly,
Right.
and like you haven't been winning anything since like you ran out Andy Reid.
Right? Kind of rudely.
Yeah, like that was such a shitty way. Like everyone loved him, and then at the end, absolutely hated him.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, and he still wasn't bad. I mean, they had one losing
Like,
season over
what did you
15
give him though?
years.
Like you gave him no one.
Yeah,
Like, at that time,
right.
what was still McNabb? No,
Yeah,
who
that
was
was-
your?
maybe Nick Foles, or they had Mike Vick on the team at that point.
Yeah.
because that was right when he came back.
So last, okay, let's
And-
go. Like last season, Andy Reid,
Philly.
Phil.
Yeah, there you
Just go, Andy. What's up, Andy Reid?
go. Sweet mustache, bro.
So, Philadelphia. (2006) was his last season with them.
I think 2010.
2010.
Oh, yeah.
So 2008, 2009, 2010, Andy Reid, named Michael Vick the starting quarterback. Okay.
That was it.
That was it.
And you're fired.
And you're fired. It's like, well, like, what else did he have? He had,
Yeah, when that was the best, and Michael Vick, who hadn't played in 3 years, or nobody else on the team could beat them. Come on. Donovan McNabb was way better than that. They went to 5 straight NFC Championship games. I mean, that team was beastly.
Mm-hmm.
But they just, they made some bad draft picks, and
that's Andy Reid's fault a little bit, but that's more of like the upper management thing because you have your.
The GM.
Apparently they're like a really shitty run organization as well. Like they're not.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, it's not the best. And plus it's Philly, and like they shit on fucking what's his nuts they drafted.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, they booed him when they announced their draft. They booed him.
He got 2 touchdowns in the first game and no interceptions.
Yeah, he did really good. Yeah, he did really good his first game.
Why would they boo him?
And they booed it. They were so pissed that they drafted a quarterback. They were absolutely angry. And they're such assholes, though. But they're such an asshole group of people.
Or probably 21-year-old kid that never played an NFL game before.
Right.
Boo!
Boo! Fuck you, man! Fuck you!
Right? Oh my God.
You can't play football at all.
This is Philadelphia.
Fuck you! Fuck you! But Houston, you think you're going to win? What do you think the score's going to be?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think it'll be very high scoring, even though they both scored quite a bit last week. I think it could be 20-17.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rely on whoever gets the ball the most in the fourth quarter, maybe.
2017. All right. So now I guess we'll have to talk about my the embarrassing game that the Rams played.
Oh man. Jimmy, or what was his name? Case Keenum.
Keenum.
There's a reason he wasn't a starter anywhere. 17-35.
Like, where did you come from, bro? Case Keenum came from Houston.
That's why.
That was your fault. He's 5 years in. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 130 yards.
Oof.
God damn, dude. Why? Why did you fuck me over like this so much, dude?
Man.
I had so much high hopes on you, and you just wrecked me.
That's bad. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It won't be long before you see Jared Goff out on the field. It looks like.
You think so? I don't. I think the exact same thing because
they might give this guy 6 games. Yeah.
I don't even think they're going to give him 6 games because you're in Los Angeles now.
The stakes are higher.
This is you don't fuck around.
This isn't St. Louis.
They were making a joke about what's going to be more exciting to watch this weekend, the Rams or watch the Oscars or not the Oscars but the Emmys.
Oh yeah, right.
It's probably the Emmys. That's going to be more important to LA.
Precedence over football.
So that's what you have to compete against.
Yeah.
To get people's attention, and then you have USC, UCLA.
Right.
You have to be good, or you're just not gonna. No one's gonna give a fuck. Like the Clippers, no one gave a fuck about the Clippers until they started winning.
Yeah, until Blake Griffin, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden they're the favorite team.
Exactly.
Because the Lakers lost. They had a losing season last year. Now nobody gives a shit about them.
So many people hate the fucking Lakers that live in LA because LA is such a transplant city.
Yeah.
That you that helps you so much more.
Yeah.
People will love to hate the Lakers. Will always love to hate the Lakers. So the thing is, you have all these other things you're competing against, these massive organizations, and then you are just the Rams, and you're just shitting the bed.
Right. I think they should totally try and rebrand the team. Give them different jerseys. They're still wearing the same jerseys they had in St. Louis.
You think so? Yeah.
Maybe kind of either make them throwback or something like that to when they used
Right,
to
like
be the LA
the
Rams.
royal blue and the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick as shit. I love those jerseys. Those
Even
are the
just
coolest.
temporarily, they got to do some flashy stuff just to bring people in to see him. Because there are going to be football fans everywhere. So there are people that want to go.
Right, and another thing, the Coliseum. They're in the Coliseum is fucking run down, dude.
Do you think when they build a new stadium, USC will get to play in it?
I don't probably.
That'd
I
be
think
pretty cool.
What I think is going to happen is because UCLA doesn't have one on campus. They don't have
really?
they don't have a football field on campus. They go to Pasadena, or they will go to
They play in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah,
Okay.
or they will go to the Coliseum and they'll play
Okay.
there. Those are the two places. There's not many other.
Man. If they had a new Central Stadium that's like basically like the Jerry Dome in Dallas.
Exactly, that's
something
what I was
like that.
thinking.
Oh, man.
Well, that's what they want to do in Inglewood. I think that's the whole plan. Is it's going to take like 2 years to build.
That stadium's going to be sick. So.
Yeah, it's good, and it's going to make Inglewood nice again. Well, Inglewood's really nice. It has a shitty reputation just because it has a few shitty places like in it. Like Kansas City is really nice.
Yeah.
Kansas City also has some like two spots that are pretty
You really
shitty.
don't wanna go.
Like, just don't go there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Inglewood. Like, just don't go down these certain streets at night. Well, that's just common sense. Don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah, right.
Like, duh.
Yeah.
Duh. So once that occurs, I think it will definitely help. But you have so much other things that you can't afford to dig yourself super deep in such a big city market, like in a big market. And the thing is, like, it's not just the fact that like the city, like it's not just the fact that it's LA. It's like all those stuff that you can get attached to because you're in LA.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so, like, but they don't really attach themselves to a really shitty organization.
Oh no, they'll run them out of town.
Yeah,
or
like,
just ignore them.
Yeah, it's not. You're not going to get as much as you could. Like, the Los Angeles Lakers get a lot of shit because a lot of people want to connect themselves to the Los Angeles Lakers because they've won 16 championships, which we can talk about that. Because, like, if you want to, like, there's the NBA and there's the ABA. Like, they count, I don't know why the NBA counts the ABA championships when that wasn't the league. That doesn't count.
Yeah, no, it's like the...
Then why don't they count, like, then the Browns would have a Super Bowl.
Right, from the AFL or whatever.
It's like you can't count things that are not in the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same league. So.
Yeah, like you can't do that.
Yeah, people don't count NBA championships and Olympic victories on the same like sheet.
Exactly.
So.
It's like because then the Chiefs would have a Super Bowl too because they won the third.
We do have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, or it was the AFC or the AFC Championship or what the fuck that thing was called.
No, we did it in the 70s.
Oh yeah, with Glenn Dawson, right?
Yeah, but then we did also have a couple of
the one with the
AFL
Texans because you guys were the Houston Texans or
Right.
not Houston but the
Kansas
Texans.
City Texans or something like that.
So that was the
Or
organization.
Dallas Texans. Yeah, there it is.
So in your organization, you have multiple championships. So like, yeah, you count it, but that's a completely other story.
Right.
That's another. I can go on a huge tangent about that.
They don't count some of KU's championships that they won before the NCAA tournament.
Really?
Which began in the 50s. And we won one of the first one of those. But like our championships in the 30s and the 20s and in the 1800s when we first invented the game.
Right, yeah. KU did invent it. Yeah, that is true.
But like they don't count the other like 5 or 6 that happened before the NCAA tournament kind of won out.
Okay.
So it's like it was still college basketball, but even then it was different, and so they don't count them.
Isn't it funny that at one time, that college football was like such a more prestige thing than like professional football? It's funny. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like going and playing at Notre Dame was like looked as like being like the biggest creme de crawl.
Oh yeah, that was like the part of your career you remember most.
Yeah.
Was doing things like that or
playing at Clemson.
Yeah, right.
Like it's like what? Okay, like not playing for
It was all about rivalries and like Duke and North Carolina.
Granted, like college football was going around since like the 1800s.
Oh yeah.
So like it had like 30 years on the NFL or on the professional football.
Oh yeah, easily.
So that's but it's like it's really interesting.
It's a big part of the local pride of everybody that goes to those schools too. Whereas NFL, you get transplants, like you were saying earlier with LA. So not everybody in your city, cares about that specific team necessarily, but anybody that lives in that college town is all about the team that plays there, and it's a passionate thing for them, and that's more fun sometimes.
Yeah.
When you get to see big rivalries, but now NFL is where it's at for sure.
For money and everything.
Right. And it's just a better product too, because you get to see all the best players out there.
So how do you feel on college? You think college players should be paid?
Yeah, I think that's a pop. Yeah, I think that college players should definitely get paid because they can't have jobs while they're playing. They have school and practice and games and travel. There's no way these guys can have jobs, and girls. So
they're banging a lot of girls.
Yeah, they really need to be able to get paid at least a little bit, or have, certain food vouchers and gasoline vouchers or gift cards and stuff from the school or the booster club and stuff, because there's so much money flying up to the top of the schools, the chancellor and all those guys, and all the college football players, especially, and college basketball players, are making all of that money that the top guys are putting in their pockets, and those kids don't see any of that.
Right.
But they're over 18, they're adults. They should be able to get wages back, or student loan reimbursement, things like that.
Right.
And all the other athletes should too, I think.
You think so
the
too?
Smaller
you think
ones.
or should it be based on a kind of a pecking order, or there's a football should have its own thing, like a salary cap. I would think or not a salary cap per se, but if you are able as a booster club raise an X amount of money. I guess it kind of has. Well, I guess the only way, not really for it to be fair, but I guess it doesn't really matter. If you can, your booster can raise up a certain amount of money, and then, your starters are going to get paid more. So, the kids that start,
say a $12 an hour to a $10 an hour for your backup.
Exactly. I could totally see that being a plausible thing of that could work.
And as you get more playing time, say you get a raise. Kind of thing where, or you have incentive-based things, like if you get 5 touchdowns, then you get bumped up.
Right.
Or something like that maybe too.
Yeah. Because it's at this point it's incredibly unfair for these kids. They're children to be.
They are. I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I was 18 to 22.
No, you have no clue. You think you do, but you have no clue what you're doing. You're just a child in an adult body.
And you've got so many people that have been building you up over the years. They're you're saying you're all that. You're gonna make millions of dollars. Just keep doing it or whatever.
But most of these kids are never going to make it to the NFL. That's the 1 percentile.
Yeah, such a small percentage.
So to allow these kids to, I guess I wouldn't say the smart ones, but I guess the ones that end up going all 4 years and using it as a way to get their shit paid for. Yeah, they also made some money out the side because it's a job.
Yeah, it is.
Because it'd be like them working at a pizza place, like me going to classes and then me working at a pizza place.
Yeah.
On the weekends or every Tuesday and Thursday.
And they're generating so much revenue from the school.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars every week in college football generates so much money for these chancellors and athletic directors.
And then granted, and the thing is, what it's going to do is it's going to be then you can do a tip-based system as well, as if a player gets offered something or given something, then they're given that.
Right.
Because I think, especially as an athlete and especially as competitive people, you understand the points of the win, of if you're winning or if you're losing. So if you're winning and you're doing really well, some booster guy gives you a car.
Right.
That's just because, he's the starting quarterback and he's throwing 1,000 yards per game. Of course he's gonna get a car. Why would he not? So I think it would eliminate all that shady shit that
Yeah,
You're
just
not
make
seeing.
it more even, almost socialist
Yeah.
style, where everybody gets paid.
Yeah.
It's no, fancy presents for people that are secretive. And,
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, if you're really good, you're going to get more shit. If
Yeah.
you're just a bench guy who's just using it to, like, pay for his way to, like, get to his, like, law degree, like, his law degree that he wants to get to, like, hell, totally cool, but you're just not going to get as much money. Or you're just not going to get as much as sensitive. Like, you're not going to get a car. You're not going to get all that. Like, you might get something by someone who's an academic guy who's in the same spot as you were.
Right.
Like, when he was, like, your age. And, like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
might be like, oh, yeah, well, like, let me now make sure that you work at my firm.
Yeah, right.
But, like, something like that, like, you're just not going to get, like, those crazy things that you hear on ESPN.
Yeah, I think that if you pay all of the athletes, and you don't just pay the football players, but pay the women's basketball players and everybody on down that's playing a school-sponsored sport.
If you're making
kind of like
school money,
your minimum wage of say all those people make $8 an hour because
Right.
that's the state minimum wage or something like that.
because it's
even just give them
the
that.
sport doesn't make as much money.
Yeah.
Like, it should be like makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
you
but-
can't be mad that you do.
because they don't generate any money.
Yeah.
But they
Track
are
and
a
field.
college athlete who's spending time and deserve to get reimbursed for that time they're
You
spending.
deserve to, like, be able to, like, one, protect your body, to do all that stuff, and then, like, make money, like,
Yeah.
as a job, because it is a fucking job.
Yeah, and most of the time, even those athletes can't. Even if you're on the bowling team, you still got to be there on 4 nights a week doing
Right.
these things.
Exactly. It's
And
like,
you can't hold a job with that.
exactly. Even though you're, like, your organization is only making like $100,000 per the school
Yeah.
for the school, like,
Right.
yeah, well then it'll be trickled out to that amount.
Yeah, you won't get all the flashy stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what they should do.
Right now,
'Cause-
it's just such a weird incentive secret booster thing where nobody really knows what's going on, but they know it's happening.
Yeah, and then these schools get absolutely crucified and they get crippled.
Yeah,
Like,
from NCAA investigations.
like granted, like a school like a Penn State who was hiding rape, like kids getting like molested and stuff like that. That's something you should cripple that school,
Right.
sports wise.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's awful. That's the
Yeah.
worst. That's a really bad thing.
I
You should
rarely accept child rape as an excuse
Yeah.
for anything. Even winning championships. It's almost never a good idea.
But to cripple like a school like USC, like USC is just now starting to get their like feet back.
It's
from-
almost like NCAA's way to like take down the hot hand, and
Yeah.
even the playing field.
It's like it's not how it should be working.
Yeah, give it like 2 years, and Alabama is going to get caught the same way as
Yeah,
USC
it's
did.
like there's something weird. Like it's
yeah.
and you know what's so messed up is the fact that these things continuously happen over and over again, and it's like it's not that it's different every time. It's literally the same exact pattern.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see it. You see it, and then like people act shocked when it's like, "Oh my God, Nick Saban!" Like, for example, like
Right.
Nick Saban knew, he knew exactly the entire time, but but he's saying he didn't. It's
Right? Yeah, it's gonna.
Dude.
Yeah, 2 years from now, Saban's gonna go to the NFL or something.
You think
and
so?
there are
I
all these
believe so.
allegations, like, oh man, Alabama gets 2 national championships stripped away and Heisman winner taken down, just like Reggie Bush and USC.
It's like.
It's kind of sick the way NCAA just kind of picks and chooses when they want to regulate that stuff.
Yeah, and when it's okay, when it's not okay, and when it's all right for them to like make money off
It's
of
all
it.
under
It's
the
like-
table, it
and
sounds like.
The thing is, you know what the funny thing is that like even though like USC might have done some shady shit, that stuff doesn't stop you from getting first downs. That stuff doesn't help you to score touchdowns, to
Winning.
score to rush for 200 yards per game.
Right.
That doesn't help you at all.
Yeah.
And that's what's so funny when you strip someone from a Heisman trophy. It's like, dude, that doesn't. He still won that.
Yeah, but he was still breaking the tackles, scoring the touchdowns. He didn't fumble away every time he had it. Like, he was awesome.
Yeah.
And was seriously the best player in college football. It doesn't matter which team he played for, he was going to be good.
Mm-hmm. And
So it's
then
like, why would you tear this kid down?
For just being part of a system that was already corrupt from the
Yeah.
beginning. Like,
Yeah.
there was something that was way bigger than him, and he what he did was he understood that. He's like, this shit is bigger than I am. I'm just going to flow with it. If
Yeah.
you just flow with it,
Right.
I'm probably going to get through here
Don't stir the pot.
Yeah, a lot faster, and I'm going to get a lot more shit that's going to help me at the end. And
Right.
then again, well, when you recruit kids from the inner city, when you recruit people that don't have much, and then you give them opportunities to get a lot really quick.
Yeah, they're going to take it.
They're gonna take that shit because they're gonna help their family. They're
Yeah.
gonna help their. They're gonna make sure that their stuff is taken care of.
They've only had necessities beforehand. When you throw luxuries all at them,
Yeah.
they're gonna say yes,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Because I guarantee, like 99% of the people in the world are gonna do that.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
matter
would.
where. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone would.
Yeah,
So to get upset, to absolutely crucify
I think
these
it's sick,
organizations.
yeah. NCAA has its own agendas. Like they took down Syracuse like 3 or 4 years ago for a
Right.
similar thing, another child rape thing.
Yeah.
With a coach. Like how do you have multiples of that anyway? But like it seems almost unreal because they had just been winning championships too, and kick them down a peg.
Yeah,
and Kentucky's probably going to get hit by that, and that until things change with payment to college players and just a new governing body, college football and basketball are going to keep getting,
really.
just a slowing of the hot hand. It seems like every 4 years or so.
Nice. I love how this led all the way from us talking about how shitty the Rams did.
I'm sorry, yeah, man. The Rams will be good. But this year is definitely going to be a tough one.
It's going to be difficult just because it's a complete transition.
Yeah, they're not even playing in their home stadium really.
Right.
It's odd. They haven't gotten a rhythm with the fans yet or anything. There's no
nothing.
special events
It's just
around
a
it.
massive. It's a
So-
clusterfuck right now. You
Yeah.
just got thrown into a clusterfuck, and you're expected to float when you're not even
Yeah,
on a float.
it's better than an
Right.
expansion team because at least they still have a front of office structure and
Yeah.
coaching staff that's been with the team for 3 or 4 years now. But yeah, it's still going to be a really tough transition period.
God, they did absolutely awful. They did
That was
awful. Like,
Only 10 first downs in the game.
they scored no points. They got no sacks. Like, their defense did absolutely nothing. Time of possession, they were like, I guess it was pretty even. It was pretty decently even. Turnover ratio was all right.
Man, yeah, 3 of 15 on third down conversions. That's probably where they lost it right there. They couldn't move the ball.
Mm-mm.
Even Todd Gurley struggled. Look at that, 2.8 yards per carry.
Shit. Yeah, you're
For
not
him,
gonna do
last year,
anything.
he killed it last year. So, like,
Todd Gurley. Mm-hmm. Todd Gurley. He went to Georgia, right? Yeah.
yeah, he was a rookie last year and 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns for a rookie.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much more, really.
You really can't.
That's really solid.
You can't ask for much more.
And especially today, most teams go with a running back by committee, at least like a 1-2 punch.
Right.
It's hard to get a guy who can
Just
lead the
solidly
way like
lead.
that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
It's all we have is him.
Yeah, Gurley is going to be a long-time playmaker for the Rams.
Right.
And LA is lucky to have him. And if Goff can be good too, that's going to be a sick 1-2 punch
could
in the next
be.
5 years.
It's just that, yeah, I don't know. Now, I have so much mixed feelings when it comes to the Goff situation. Because it's like, okay, it's only game 1, and we're Los Angeles, and, like, it's... I think because, like, every team that gets their ass kicked at Monday Night Football always come back and, like, destroys the next week. It's like...
They do. It's weird.
It's a weird statistical thing that
It's like
occurs.
the Madden cover type thing.
So I feel like I'm not really worried about this next game that's coming up. Like, I feel like we're going to destroy. We're going to win. I don't
Who
even
you
like.
playing?
We play. Let's look here at the schedule. We play. Seattle. Yeah.
They struggled in the first week too,
So-
so that'll be a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. And it's in a division. It's a division game.
It's a home game.
It's a home game.
The home opener.
So I feel like we have a lot of things going for us, and we can we have the momentum and the fact that they're kind of blown right now. Like, they're kind of weakened.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Marshawn Lynch retired, so you don't have to worry about him. And Wilson really struggled on offense. Their defense doesn't look as scary as they used to be.
Right.
They look good. They're
Decent,
still good.
yeah, they're going to be decent.
They still have Sherman. They still have, all their linebackers, Malcolm and all those guys. And they're still going to be a tough team. Bennett on the line. Michael Bennett is a beast. But they're not the Seattle team that won the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Not at all. And, the team that, everyone thought was going to be a dynasty, which...
Right. And Pete Carroll's return to the Coliseum. Probably first game back since he left USC.
So...
That'll be kind of cool. I wonder if there'll be fans rooting for Carroll.
Right. Carroll!
Yeah, instead of the Rams, their new team, they root for their old coach.
What's funny about him is the fact that, no one ever, throws him or says any bad thing about him. Of the fact that he just ran off. He just by USC.
Yeah. And then allegations.
And then next day, they got served.
Right? Yeah. It's like he knew. He's like Martha Stewart over here. Later, bitches.
It's pretty much the same thing. Just some gangster shit. Just doing gangster shit.
He didn't even care. Yeah. He's like, whatever. So, new league, bitch.
Yeah, dude. It's like, oh boy. But yeah, I think we're going to do really good against Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Just simply by the fact that we got our ass kicked on Monday Night Football.
It's a weird trend, but it's true.
Yeah, it happens. So I think that's what we have. We have that going for us. The quarterback situation wise, Goff, I need to see him play. Once I see him play, I think we'll be good. We just have not seen him play in an actual game that means something.
Right, preseason.
So,
guys aren't scheming for that quarterback.
And you're not
just trying weird
even the coaches aren't showing their shit.
No, exactly.
They're just throwing some bullshit at some guy, and they're just telling him, "Hey, just do some plays."
Yeah, sometimes they're just playing, playground football. I made up this play. Go do it real quick. See what happens.
Yeah, I made this up when I was taking a dump.
Yeah, exactly. It's on a napkin, holding it. Probably feces on there.
So, I need to see him play in an actual game before I'm going to say. But from what I know, from what I've seen and from what I've been able to put together, he just seems like he does need to take this year into.
Yeah, he needs to develop, and once he learns the offense, he should be able to seamlessly go right into it next year.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's okay.
He doesn't have to be thrown into the fire as a rookie.
Yeah, why throw him out to into the wolves and him getting injured? He get injured,
especially if you know it's going to be a rough season already.
Yes,
you would be excited for 6-10 this year.
Yeah,
beat
I would
some
be happy.
Teams that maybe you shouldn't have beat, and because you got games against. The Giants always struggle.
Buffalo, easy game. Arizona's going to be hard.
Detroit's not that good.
New York Giants, that could easily be your way because they're so wishy-washy.
That's a home game.
Yeah. Carolina is going to be difficult, kind of.
Twickenham Stadium. That's in London.
Yeah.
So they play the Giants out there. Nice.
We play the Jets. They could be kind of decent. Miami, you never know with Miami because they could show up and they could not show up.
Sometimes they're awful. It's weird.
So New England is going to be hard. New Orleans should be a pretty easy game. Atlanta, easy game.
Right.
And you're playing in LA against Atlanta. Yeah, then you play Seattle again, and then so you have games that are winnable. We have games that are winnable, and we're gonna. Chances are we'll probably have a four game. We only won 4 games this year.
Yeah,
chances are.
That's definitely possible. 4 to 6 wins. But so why throw Goff into the flames like that?
Yeah,
and be like, hey, we already know we're gonna suck. Here you go. Have fun.
Yeah, and then just having to deal with him the scrutiny and all
Don't
the
break
media.
Your collarbone. You're a little guy.
Yeah, and
protect him from the media. Yeah,
he doesn't seem like someone who can really deal with that real well.
Well, luckily, he went to University of California, so this isn't new for him.
True.
But it was Berkeley.
But it's Berkeley.
Yeah,
that's
not
the
LA.
lost school that's of the California universities. It's like kind of this there.
Yeah,
because you're being washed down by USC, UCLA, Stanford is coming up hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, on the tail end.
Even Cal State Fullerton gets more big than Berkeley.
And so like you.
Right.
And you guys are always like wishy-washy up there too. Like
they're kind of the bottom feeders of the Pac-12. But he does understand what happens in LA. Probably
right.
It's better than somebody from Kansas,
right?
Getting, drafted by the Rams and being like, "Hey, wow, Kansas City could fit in here 12 times." Like,
what up?
Yeah. I'm starting to think Kansas is like farmland now.
Right.
I see in LA like shit.
So, yeah, I don't see us doing terribly good this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a work in progress. But then also take in another top 5 pick next year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got a lot of really high draft picks.
True.
With a quarterback who's familiar with the system after a year of chilling and just reading and stuff.
Right.
And then a running back like Todd Gurley, who is just a workhorse. He could be the next Adrian Peterson.
Right.
That guy is so good. So, yeah, I think the future could be pretty bright for him.
Right. So, we'll see.
You think they can win this week against Seattle?
I think we'll win. But
Nice.
I think it's going to be... I don't think either offense is going to do very well. And I think it's going to be quite similar to what it looked like this week for the Rams.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where we're going to only score maybe 2 touchdowns. So I see this as like a 17-14 game.
Yeah,
because most games, especially in the national, like the Eastern Division, like over here, like the Western Division.
Yeah,
they tend to be like low scoring, really close. Like
good
defense. They always tend to be like 3-point spread games. Always.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say 17-14.
That'd be a good game. That would give them a lot of confidence.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 17-14. Rams win it at the end of the game because it's going to be close the entire time. Neither body's going to do anything.
Yeah, I would agree with that because the Rams' defense is good.
Yeah. So is Seattle's. If they want to show up, they want to be the team they want to
right.
The team they used to be.
Yeah. Right.
So, but that's why I say on that.
I think that would be a good game too.
Yeah.
And that'll be a 3:00 game. So nice. Just enough time to. Start day drinking.
Right? Day drink. But, okay, let's see. What else? Did you see the Rex Ryan stuff? They fired the offensive coordinator.
No way.
Yeah, they fired him. They fired him after 2 games.
And they scored 33 points yesterday. Or Thursday.
Yeah. But they played like dog shit.
They did, though. They had like 4 giant plays that were great. They're, 70-yard touchdown passes, but really, outside of that, their offense looked pretty bad. Even LaShawn McCoy struggled, and LaShawn McCoy is a beast.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Man, they already fired
the
offensive coordinator. Yeah, they scored 31 points, and they fired. Man, it was just their defense helped, and Tyrod Taylor had really 2 good plays. Outside of that, though.
With Anthony, I know the kind of coach Anthony is. I know the kind of person he is, and I think the direction that he can take us, I think we need to change. And
we need to train?
I think we have a lot of talent on offense.
He looked better fat.
And
he did. He was tired, man.
Yeah.
We're going to do what we can to put the ball in our playmakers' hands, and I think Anthony will do that.
Got jowls.
How do you think? You think Rex will last this season?
I hope he does. I like him. I like his style because he'll tell you what he thinks. And he's fun in interviews and stuff. He's not the same
moron, though.
He is. He shouldn't be a head coach.
No,
he should probably just be a defensive coordinator because he's really good at that. But man, he has not been very good as a head coach. I really enjoy him because he keeps it real in interviews. Because so many NFL coaches right now say the bare minimum league requires me to say these things.
Right.
I won't deviate and show personality. He's got personality at least.
Right, yeah, he at least...
And his brother's got great hair. Ryan, like, holy crap.
Look at that beard, too, with it,
It's
man.
beautiful, man.
That's what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to go for that Rob Ryan.
I think you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Then just dye it all silver, get that silver fox deal going.
Right. If I could only grow that goatee thing going, then I'd be set. The
If
beard.
only, man.
We'll get there. I'll get there one day.
I believe in you.
And then Joey Bosa. He's
Still not playing.
Yeah,
He's like the number 2 or 3 overall pick in the draft.
And he got that. He somehow weaseled that fucking deal.
Right?
Out of
Oh, man. And he still has not even touched the NFL field.
Oh, man.
Because he held out all training camp, too.
Then Gronkowski. He's questionable for the Dolphin game.
If I was New England, I wouldn't even play him, even if he's questionable. Like,
Right, it's
don't
the
get
Dolphins.
that guy hurt.
Not
Like,
the
yeah.
Dolphins. Not against the Dolphins.
No.
Not worth
You're
it.
not going to have Brady anyway. Just keep going without both of them. See if you win. Because you already won a game you probably shouldn't have in Arizona.
Yeah, you kind of probably should have won that game.
Man, when you looked at the schedule, I thought there was no way they would win it. So just don't play him. You don't need him getting re-hurt or something like that.
Right.
He's way too important.
And then I guess the big last thing was like Tom Brady was playing catch with Welker.
Oh, man. Are you allowed to do that?
I guess he's not. I don't think Welker's. He's not
Oh,
on
is
the
he
team.
not in the league anymore?
I don't know. I think he retired.
Yeah, that probably makes sense then. They were probably BFFs when Welker played there.
Right.
They've
So
played together for quite a while. And Welker was setting, reception records and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah. So I think we reached an hour. We did it again.
Did it.
We did it again.
Doing it.
It's a makeshift way, but we did it this time.
Still worked somehow.
It worked.
Yeah.
So
Fancy equipment though. It's pretty.
I know it looks nice.
It'd be so cool once it like does stuff.
But yes, I guess we'll just do kind of like a hard cut, a card out on this one. So I guess we'll see you guys on week 3
Yeah.
of the NFL Breakdown.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Stay hard.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. I guess see you guys on episode 93.